The show starts in 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go.
Oh, sorry guys. Just as I was about to go live, Hank decided to throw up. I don't have the strongest stomach, and neither does Kyle. And one was gagging, and I was I was laughing so hard I was crying. Uh, oh my god. So there, yeah, poor Kyle's gagging, and I'm laughing more than he started to laugh, and then he started to gag even more. Oh wow. Oh, Hank's okay. I bet. Kyle just said coffee tastes better going down than it does up. Oh wow. So all I gotta say is sorry I was a little late, guys. But man, oh man. Uh, whew. I have not laughed that hard. I'm gonna have to say in years. And yeah, the first mess we got no problem. And then the second one already started to separate, and that got us. Oh. Whew. I just have to take a deep breath here. As you can tell, my eyes are red. And I really shouldn't have done that. Kyle was being so awesome for helping me because it's a little easier for him to get down to the floor than me. But yeah, yeah. It just, you think we'd be used to it with Hank by now? Oh, no. No. You know, the poor dog only throws up once a week. But, yeah, that'll work. Check. Sorry, guys. Is there check like the table behind the couch, or you may have to call mom and find out where she put it? Could be. We didn't use it in my room the other night, did we? No. I used the disinfectant wipes. Um, just do a little test section. I Is that it right there in front of your nose? Over? Nope, the other way. One more. Oh, okay. Yeah, no, it's like one of those car spray things that you push on the top and then. Could be in the bathroom too, buddy. Whew. You know what, Joey? Let's blame it on the hat. I am going to blame it. It's got to be the hat action. Did you find it? just use that, and then I can always check the half wall. Where? Hang on, guys. I'm not sure where this is from. It's probably spam, but she called me looking for Michel or Michelin something in French. Sorry. Novec pas the person here. Tabernac. Um, so other than that, we were having a great day. We, I, we came out of, we came out of, um, oh, did you already spray it on the couch? Okay, I was going to say, don't spray that on the couch. Woo! Ah. Yeah. No. Well, yeah. Is it cold out?
Cool.
All right. Yeah, it's only going to be for an hour. Because I'll find it. It's got to be like underneath the sink in the bathroom. It's got to be right around there.
I'll give mom a call.
Yeah, mom might know where it is. And don't let her say I'll get it whenever I come home. Because that's, not going to work. So yeah, we had a magnificent Thanksgiving weekend here. Cost me a whole lot of money, but it it cost us well, the stove was 3,600 plus tax, but me, no. Put down in the comments how much you think I paid. That's the nature stuffer on the floor. 3,600 plus tax, and that's without. Oh, I never even thought about up there. Yes. You might want to wear gloves, buddy. Well, I suppose you're good for yeah. So 3,600 plus the extended warranty plus tax. How much did I pay? And for those of you that know me, I never pay full price. Oh, and just for Jerry, there you go, Jerry. I gave you the big size. But and of course, try to find it. Late Friday afternoon. Jerry, you're a man after my own heart. I paid $300 more than that. That goes to show how much markup they have on this crud. Yeah, we paid 3609. No, 2309 is what I paid. Because I hit him on everything because it was supposed to be free delivery. Well, I got him to knock $100 off because we had to go in and pick it up because it was a long weekend. Everybody's closed. Thank goodness their main warehouse is right here in Ottawa. Now, it is the other side of Ottawa, but we went in, we bought it Friday night, and he said be there for 9 o'clock Saturday morning, and you could pick it up. So I got um, Kyle came with me, and Mackenzie's boyfriend. They met us here in the morning, and they lifted it out of the truck and everything for us. And it's more of a oven than we wanted, but I honestly thought I was going to have to pay more money than what we did. So it's got like it's got a self clean. It's got a
Air fry.
yeah. It's got an air fryer built in. It's you name it. It's got 5 burners. You know, more than we'll ever need. And and I got a 5-year warranty for 2309. So you can't go wrong. Um, you know, uh, Kyle and Debbie finally said that they went out to the truck, and I got them down a couple $100 more after they left. But it just, I'm not sure how this guy. I don't know if he needed a sale. I don't know, but he just kept throwing discount after they gave me like a 3% discount because I used my MasterCard. Okay. I used my MasterCard before I even got home. I had it paid off. It's like, anyways, needless to say, I'm working on our stove right now. Yeah. Ours was a Maytag, and it it looks pretty much identical to the one that we got now. It's a dual stove. Um, it'd be okay for Ginger and Joey. You know, with just the three of them and 3 of them in the house, one burner would be okay for the stove. But because there's still 5 of us here, and not everybody, the older you get, the pickier you get with food. So we end up making like double meals. So we have the double stove and then 5 burners up top. And I don't know. I just the guy's like, well, I can get you one for under $1,000. Blah 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 blah. And I'm like, that's not what I wanted. Why? Okay, I'm sure glad that you want to sell me a stove for $1,000, but it's not what I want. I want a double burner. Well, I've only got one. Okay, well, you're going to give me a discount. And he did. Quite significant one as well. Uh, no, they gave me a discount, Jerry. So if you, I even forget, they advertise this on their website. Like I just went in with if I had to use debit, which I thought I would have to because their fees are less. They pay more in fees, but like somebody said, maybe they're sponsored by Visa and MasterCard. So That's why they give a kickback, or they get revenue neutral from the um, credit card companies. And because I asked the guy, I'm like, on your website it says you're going to give me a 3% discount, and he's like, oh, I've already added that in, blah blah blah. And I'm like, well, okay. And I'm like, most places charge extra to use your credit card. Why are you giving? And he never did answer me. But again, don't care, you know. So it was a bit of a, you know, just bounce money around. But really, Friday of a long weekend, and with those, that's the only thing with those stoves, the glass tops. If there's ever a crack in it, you got to stop using it. Oh, for God's sakes, who's this? I'll be back. Julius just called me and asked how I was doing, and I said not too good, and he hung up on me. Oh, for God's sakes. This is the French one. Let's all speak French. Hello?
I'm sorry. Sorry, I got the wrong number, I'm guessing.
Oh,
I really
tabarnak,
forgot
stop
what
calling me. It's a collection agency, so somebody has put in, or one day had this phone number. So it's a collection agency out of Quebec, which would be just across the river from where I am now. I ain't I ain't owed nobody nothing. Mm-mm. Nope, nope, nope. Uh oh, sorry, Jerry. I'm not paying attention here. The oven will not light. So trying to see what is it, gas or electric, Jerry? Oh, very well could be a um it could be a clogged pilot light. Um do you have anybody that's in HVAC that you know around the house that could bring you a set of um pipe cleaners? Those guys all carry them. Oh, the igniter won't work. Okay. Um how old is it? Because sometimes it runs off of uh depending on the model and the make, some of them run off a battery. So if you were to lift up the section, you've probably got what on a household, no gases coming out. I'd say you got yourself some dirty gas or dirty propane, whatever you're using out there, propane, gas, whichever. Um, by the sounds of it, you got some dirty stuff that you're going to need a set of cleaners. And if you can, because if it's not putting out gas, I know whenever I used to clean the HVACs on the Corral Center, um, it could be the simplest little microscopic piece of dirt that is sitting at the igniter and is clogging everything up. It's like a 10-second job with the right tools. And yeah, if you're getting gas up top, that's exactly what it is. You've got either your simplest things. I'd replace your igniter. First, I'd clean it. That's your cheapest. Clean it. If that don't work, replace your igniter. Because right there, you've pretty much eliminated your issue with, if your top part is working and your stove isn't, you very well could either have a clog, if your pilot light is working, then you can then skip A, go right to B, and get a new igniter. Because if there's enough gas getting through for your pilot light, well, that's showing you don't have a clog. So, yeah, and they're relatively cheap. Because those new igniters, especially for the household units, I know my buddy's restaurant, he used to love whenever the power would go out because he's the only restaurant that was still running his gas oven and his deep fryer did not work off electricity. He used to make a killing when the power would go out at supper time, lunch, and he'd call me whenever he had the restaurant, and he'd be, help, and I'd be over there throwing pizzas in, and it'd be easy for him to make $4,000 or $5,000 in pizza alone. So I'd say, by the sounds of it, it's leading more and more and more, Jerry, that it's the igniter, because the new igniters, soon as there's an issue, it shuts it all off. So for the $60, and you know what? If you take it apart and you see something, and you can take it off and hit it with compressed air, just be very careful using compressed air. But you can always return it, so long as, that's what I'd do anyways. I'd see if I could blow it back. Just a little burp is enough that it would dislodge a little microscopic piece of dust. I've seen dust in like a dusty commercial kitchen. Yes, I've never eaten there. A piece of dust gets in there that's enough to shut the stove down. I'm not saying that Susan's kitchen would ever be dusty, but you do live on a farm, and let's face it, we're getting into cropping where we all know the amount of dust that comes off corn, beans. So I'd if one of the people there have an igniter, I'd go get one, and I believe it's 2 screws. Well, some of them are 2, some of them are 4, and then you got to disconnect the gas. But again, if you can burp the gas, burp it. That way there. So that's exactly what it, by the sounds of it, Jerry, it is shut down. Yeah, your igniter has shut down your stove. Because if it was gas supply, it would shut your top off as well. And you said you're getting gas to the top, so that doesn't make sense at all. So I'd spend they're anywhere from $40 to $60 here. I know personally I would go for the $60 one. I would not be scrimping out, because 3 years down the road, you'd be doing the same darn tootin' thing again. Yeah, glow plugs. Yeah. Yep, yep, yep. Mm-hmm. I'd say it's I'd say you're about 9 to 1 that it's the igniter. Again, if you have a little air tank in the shop, which I'm gonna guess that you probably do, just try burping it. If it works, it works. If it doesn't, it doesn't. But if not, what's $60? I know you've probably blown away a lot more than $60 on sillier stuff. And to know that Susan is safe, especially with gas. I know I would have a gas oven like that. I would have a gas dryer like that. Debbie will not have it in the house. She did not grow up around gas, and flames frighten her. So, I tried to explain to her how much money it would save. She don't care. She don't care. She's not ever going to have a gas oven. But hey, speak of Debbie, it's not the Debbie I was speaking of, but it is a Debbie. How are you, Debbie? And I finally got my ducks for my trip for a Caribbean cruise in February. The one thing I love about these is I've already bought the program. It's $2.99, and then whoever finds the duck goes to this program, and they type in their location, where they found it. Yeah, it's just a lot of fun. And I know Glenda did it for our cruise. It's just unfortunate that she, well, we're not sure how many people actually that they were meant for actually got them, because she put them on people's doors. People took them. So whenever she came down to our room, she thought she was being sneaky. She put one on our door and then she took off. I guess a little kid saw it. Gone. We never did get one. So, like she said, I know your room. She said, and I know I put one there because Sir Grace was like, you gotta put one at Scott and Debbie's door. And well, she did, and poof. Hey, Jin Jin. So, Joey, here's your payback, buddy. Just saying. She wants to talk smart. Funny how Boss Man's not here. He's scared of you, Joey. Just saying. And what else? That's really about it. I'm going to. So the reason why we got these is they glow in the dark. So they tie the noose around their neck. You fill out the card. I've already filled out the I've already filled out the website that this company hosts. It costs like $2.99, which is nothing to each person. But I guarantee you, there's millions of people who cruise a year. Even if a handful of those use his site, I think there's, whenever I looked, if I'm not mistaken, there's where is it? Ducky. So the average amount of ducks you get is about 25. He just started this up after COVID and he's sitting about 150,000. That's pretty good. And so I'll put like what ship I hid them on, and then you have the choice of going and rehiding them. So you go onto my website, you put that you found it on the, whatever ship, rehid. And then if somebody else finds it and they keep it, they put where they're from. And yeah, it's actually it's neat. It cost me like $50. And it comes with the card, comes with the, mine are glow in the dark Highland cows. I'm not going to have ducks when there's Highland cows, because our Highland cow flock is down to 3. We're going more Angus. Well, I use the royal we. Rob and Josh are they're going more Angus. The girls are starting to get a bit older. The birth rate isn't as anywhere close to where we want it to be. The moms are having issues lactating. Yeah, it's just time that they live out their lives on the farm. And I know, I'm going to get eaten alive for the people who watch this. If they don't have a job, they don't belong on a farm. They have been sustainable on that farm for anywhere from 10 to 15 years. So, and I know myself, and Rob feels the same. Doing CPR on a calf is not fun. Because not only is it draining, but it's also $3,000. And I know you shouldn't look at it like that, but again, I am a proponent of, having a job on a farm. But those girls have paid their dues to the farm. Plus, we're having an issue. We're having an issue with a lot of black bear. And once all the crops are down, we're going to let them eat the corn out of the field for a while. And then we're going to have ourselves some black bear roast. Now, Rob cooks it like his mama and grandma used to do. I'm sorry, but the way they marinate it, you never know. It tastes closer to moose than it does to bear. So, but other than that, it was a wonderful weekend. All the kiddies were home, except for the one that is local. They split their time between both families. But we, other than, we still don't, we're going to go with we don't know who broke the stove. That's all I'm going to do is exhale. I'm sorry, but you know darn well if you broke a stove or not. So, it is what it is. It, that stove that it's actually in the back of my truck. I got to go to the scrapyard, get rid of it. It was 16 years old. So really, last weekend. Yes, Debbie. It was our Thanksgiving last weekend. So it and yeah, Friday afternoon, everything shuts down at 5 on Friday. Friday at 3 o'clock, I noticed the top, the glass portion to our stove was shattered. And we do the turkey and everything here because all the kids were here. So running around like a bat out of you know what, trying to find a stove that's in stock. Oh boy. Anyways, I got a heck of a deal. I'm gonna go with, it was meant to be. It was 3,600. Just give me 1 minute. All right. So, yeah, other than that, the subdivision across the road, they can't put up the houses fast enough, which sucks. I I personally want to go move out farther. I thought I was going to be out far enough that the cityites wouldn't be on top of me. Well, it took 23 years, almost to the day, for the cityites to crawl and find me. What do you do? But the one good thing is it will raise the price of our house because we bought our house, 23 years ago on the 15th of November, would have been 23 years. And let's just say our house is worth almost $500,000 more than whenever we bought it. Now they're building $1 million houses across the street. Am I happy? No. They've offered us money for us to move because they want to build behind us and they want to tear down the house and start construction. They can fit one house in here plus a road. So this is, they can still make 300,000 plus putting a road in my property because my property, the way it sits, is a perfect dimensions for them. My neighbor on one side, he's only got half an acre. Well, he can't build anything any smaller. On the other side of me, he's got 3/4 of an acre. And I've got a full, well, I'm just over an acre because an acre's 210 by 210, and I'm 215 by 211. So I'm just above a full legal acre. And it gives them enough room for $1 million home and gives them enough room to start their subdivision because they want to do a loop. And then I guess there's 86 acres behind me. So if I sell, everybody around me is screwed. So we've pretty much made a pact that we'll revisit between my neighbors and I in 10 years. And we'll go from there. And it is what it is. I know somebody's going to be offered a stupid amount of money and they're going to take it. But, and with my health, I can't shovel. I can't, there's a lot of stuff that I can't do anymore. So I have to have people do it for me. People don't do stuff for free no more. So it costs, I'm very fortunate. We have a farmer up the street who plows our driveway. I think he does it. I'm trying to remember. A few $100s per year. But then I've got the walkway, I've got the deck, I have, if the roof needs to be cleaned off, that's all extra. So it is what it is. And my neighbor right beside me, he's not been feeling well. His son was just in that horrible car accident that I was telling you about. So, Debbie, I used to love doing it. I just can't do it anymore with my neck. And the more that I do it, and the more weight I lift, the faster I'm going to they're going to have to redo my neck. We know they're going to have to redo it. And they're only going to be able to do it one more time. And then I'll be in a wheelchair. So even if I can put this out to 60, my next operation, then, it should be 60. It should be 80. If I end up in a wheelchair at 80, I'm okay with that. I don't want to, but it's better than 60. So yeah, I like even Kyle, he'll throw on a pair of shorts and a hoodie and he'll go out and shovel, so long as it's not 40 below. But don't forget, Debbie, we get a hell of a lot more snow than what you guys do in a drop. average drop last year was over a foot. The most we got, well, there was one snowfall. It was so deep that I had to get my guy that blows my driveway with his tractor. He had to come in and do my laneway to the stairs because there was about 3 feet of snow that drifted in. So, but yeah, no, I used to love shoveling and outside skidooing. I used to love to do all that stuff outside. Now, because they cut nerves and tendons and whatever whenever they did my operation, I have a hard time controlling my body temp. So that's why you'll see me in the middle of summer with a hoodie on, and in the middle of winter with shorts on. So, yeah. So it is what it is. Like I gave I'm waiting till my neighbor's young lad heals. Then I'm going to give him. He used to play football for me. And well, him and I is going to have a coach to player chit chat. I don't really think he understands. Oh, there's some places in Pennsylvania that get more snow than what we do. Michigan got more snow than what we did last year. Buffalo, they're right at the end of the lake. They get lake effect snow. I've I can remember going through Buffalo whenever I was doing long haul. Um, I had picked up bananas in Delaware, and I was headed up through to Toronto to drop off the bananas at Loblaws. Hank, get down, bud. Hank, come on. Get off the couch. Good boy. Come here. Come see Dad. He's a good boy. He's a good boy. Not feeling good. So yeah, Hank got sick just as I was about to go live. So it wasn't a good thing. I did he got sick in 2 different places. I got one no problem, but then he threw up on the floor, and it's hard for me to bend over. So Kyle's home. So he'd bend over, he'd start to gag. Well, I'd start to laugh. And then he'd gag more. And then I'd laugh harder. Well, my eyes still hurt. My ribs still hurt. And I know what he's thinking. Dad, you're up. Because he was just being awesome. Hey, get down. I didn't tell you could get up. Excuse me, mister. Hey. Excuse me. Hank. Hank. Come on. Excuse me. Good listening, you dork. Anybody want to doodle? He's only got a third of his bowel left. It's cute. That's about it. Right, Gober? You're just a poopy head. You're just a poopy head. See, now he's getting angry because it's normally nap time if I'm home, but I haven't been home all week. I've been busy doing stuff. And he's like glaring at me like, excuse me, Dad, you're home. It's time that we go and we have a little lay down. And of course, don't know how, where, who, but he ate so much grass, and they wonder why he's getting sick. Stop letting him eat grass. Anyways, Mark's from Pennsylvania. We never shoveled. We never shoveled when I was a kid. Oh, yep. And see, I always got mad at my teachers because the science teacher, well, he always wore one of those tinfoil hats. He was a conspiracist. And he'd be, one day, you kids, it's going to be like Florida in Canada. We were excited. God bless his little heart. He's up in heaven now, or down below. We're unsure of which direction he went. But he lied to us because I'm still waiting for Florida weather. Now, during the summer, we get Florida weather during the summer. It's like this year we got at least a month of over 100-degree temps. I don't care about summertime. I want winter. Like I'll take 70s during the winter. But I used to laugh at Johnny because you guys you guys were colder than what we were last winter. You guys had at one point more snow than we did. Explain that. But anyways, folks, I really should keep it to just over an hour. And yeah, you guys had a dry summer, but you didn't have a really hot summer. We had a hot summer, but my grass is just starting to go brown. Just. My grass always goes brown by the 1st of August. So, this weekend, so long as I don't have the It's just Kenzie, bud. Kenzie's home for lunch. It's not a big deal. But yeah, no, our grass is still really green for this time of year. And I'd say we've had probably at least 6 good hard frosts. So yeah, it should be like brown, dead. There's still green left out here. But now, I'm sure, yeah, you guys have your fall gardens and all that stuff, Debbie, where we can't. You know, you guys get 2, sometimes even 3 plantings. We're lucky if we get 1 full season. Like I had maybe a month of tomatoes this year. That's it. That's it. So, anyways, I am going to go and say hello to my wonderful daughter and tell her what's transpired and see if I can make her laugh as much as I laughed, but you just never know. All right, folks. So we will see you all tomorrow night. I don't know if Johnny and Christine are going to go live tonight with being out on the road, but have a look. All I can do is not be there. But you got Jason and Tara, you got Nana, Dale. You got your whole Thursday night gallop of individuals. So, all right, folks, you take care. God bless, and we will see you all tomorrow night, 8 o'clock Eastern.